If you think back to the early 80s RC scene, it was pretty serious,
Oh,
right?
definitely. Very focused on scale realism, competition.
Yep.
You had things like the Tamiya Sand Scorcher,
Yeah.
beautiful engineering
Yes,
marvels.
exactly. Perfect little replicas. But then 1982 rolls around and Tamiya just throws this curveball.
Yeah.
Something completely unexpected.
Yeah, the Wild Willy M38. It's like Tamiya suddenly realized, hey, not everyone wants just realism or, the fastest lap time.
They wanted fun.
Pure fun.
Mm.
They actually used the phrase animated wheelie capability. I mean, they basically ignored convention, created a whole new niche.
That's brilliant, throwing out the rule book just for the sake of enjoyment. And that really sets the stage for the Wild Willy dynasty we're diving into today.
Right, we'll look at the engineering, how it changed, its legacy, all based on the sources we've got.
Okay, so let's kick off with that original icon, the 82 Wild Willy M38.
So Tamiya took this really faithful 1/10 scale Willys M38 Jeep body. Very realistic looking body.
What then put it on something completely different underneath?
Exactly. A crazy high 2WD stunt chassis, as it was called. Oversized tires. It looked wonderfully, almost absurdly out of proportion. Aggressive, comical. It was about character.
And that character, look, it wasn't an accident. You mentioned the wheelies. They engineered it for that, didn't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Purpose-built. A totally new chassis design. It had a high center of gravity, deliberately biased towards the rear.
How'd they manage that rear bias specifically?
Well, the heavy nice side battery pack, nickel cadmium, remember how hefty those were?
Right?
It was basically hanging out behind the rear axle.
Wow, okay.
Combine that with a short wheelbase, a strong Mabuchi RS540 motor. Wheelies were almost guaranteed,
Duh, effortless.
pretty much. And it had this clever rear double spring suspension, an independent setup, actually, for stability during the wheelie.
And the little wire things at the back, spring draggers.
Yeah, basically a simple, effective wheelie bar. Just stopped it tipping right over.
Interesting. I heard the first version was maybe too good at wheelies.
That's right. The initial short wheelbase, or SWB, apparently was a bit too eager. So mid-production, they made a change.
What did they do?
They tweaked it, extended the rear wheels back by maybe 12, 15 millimeters, created the long wheelbase, or LWB version, still did wheelies, just a bit more controllable.
Made it slightly less likely to flip instantly.
Exactly. Kept the fun, added a bit of stability.
And we absolutely have to talk about the driver figure, Wild Willy himself.
Oh, yeah, you can't miss him. The huge head, that kind of grimacing, determined face.
Like he's shouting yeehaw the whole time.
Totally. He wasn't just decoration. He was the personality. He became a Tamiya mascot. Really gave the whole thing its soul.
That focus on character is so Tamiya. And it carried through, didn't it? Even when they updated it years later with the Wild Willy 2 in '99.
It did, though. The Wild Willy 2 was quite different. Not just a re-release, more like a complete reimagining. Sources say virtually everything changed.
Including the inspiration for the body, right? It wasn't quite the M38 anymore.
Sharp eye. Yeah, it subtly shifted. The WW2 body looks more like the Ford M151 MUTT, which actually succeeded the M38 Jeep in real life.
How can you tell?
The grille. The original M38 Willy has vertical slats. The WW2, like the MUTT, has horizontal ones. A small detail, but telling.
But the biggest change was probably underneath with that WRO2 chassis.
Oh, definitely. The WRO2 was, well, you can call it modern mayhem. It's this tough ABS plastic monocoque frame. Super robust.
Like a bathtub chassis.
Sort of, yeah. A strong single plastic structure. And that WRO2 became the foundation for a ton of Tamiya's fun, wheelie-prone vehicles later on.
And it brought proper upgrades, too.
Big time. Four-wheel independent double wishbone suspension, much better handling than the original setup, and a proper wheelie bar with a little roller wheel, made for longer, smoother wheelies.
Tech moved on, too, I guess. No more clunky mechanical speed controllers.
Nope. Modern electronic speed control and ESC. Much smoother power delivery than those old three-step resistor things.
Though I bet some folks miss the look of the original tires. Those tall, skinny-ribbed ones.
Probably. The Wild Willy 2 went with wider, sort of balloon-style tires on chrome wheels. A different look, for sure.
It's interesting, too, how Tamiya realized Willy himself had appeal beyond the Jeep.
Yeah, that was clever. Just a year after the original, 1983, they put him in a totally different car. The Willys Wheeler.
Which was a Honda City turbo hatchback.
Right, a little city car doing wheelies. It proved Willy was the star, the mascot for that kind of stunt fun, not just the Jeep driver.
And that Wheeler concept also evolved, using a version of the WRO2 chassis later on.
It did. The modern one uses the WRO2C chassis. The C variant has a longer wheelbase, like 185 millimeter tuned more for on-road handling, but still keeping that essential wheelie ability.
So looking back, what's the real legacy here? What did Wild Willy do for RC?
Fundamentally, it created and defined the fun or comical RC category. It proved, look, there's a big market for vehicles that are just purely about enjoyment, not just scale accuracy or winning races.
And that WRO2 platform from the Wild Willy 2, it just spawned vehicle after vehicle.
A whole dynasty. You got the WW2 Jeep tractor variants like the Farm King Wheelie, then the WW2 CB comical buggy series, comical Grasshopper, Hornet, Frog. Tamiya really leaned into it, formalizing that fun-first approach.
Mixing nostalgia with modern fun.
Precisely. And the cultural impact is huge. Massive nostalgia factor. Originals are collector's items. They command high prices.
And didn't someone build a real one?
They did.
Yeah.
The ultimate tribute, maybe. In 2012, the Bug Box built a full-size, working Wild Willy replica. VW engine, pops wheelies. It's amazing. Captures the spirit perfectly.
So for you listening, the takeaway really is how the Wild Willy shifted focus. It moved things from just performance and looks towards, well, pure joy and character.
Yeah, it's one of those models you can't drive it without grinning the whole time.
It really makes you think, why does that fun first idea resonate so deeply?
Maybe because play doesn't always need to be serious. You know, that deliberate choice, let's make it fun, even if it's not realistic, that taps into something fundamental about why we love hobbies. Maybe sometimes the silliest designs are the ones that stick with us the longest, bringing joy in a way pure competition just can't.